Welcome back to Good Influences. I am Matt. We have Erin, Carly, and Mike here today. And today we are talking about social media, influencers, the internet, and all that comes with it. But I'm really, really nervous right now because we also have a guest. We have a guest who says they have a beef with me and they're going to address it. But I'm going to let Erin introduce the guest.
Well, since we're talking about social media and influencing, we have the queen herself.
Oh, my God.
An author, a comedian,
True.
a superstar.
True.
Claudia Oshry.
I would say thank you guys so much for having me, but I did ask to be here. I just kind of like pitched myself. I'm a big
that was
fan.
like perfect.
I'm a big fan.
Was surprised to get the text because I was like, does she listen?
Well, okay, so I actually was thinking, my friend Taylor's always saying to me, like, I always love your podcast. I watch your podcast all the time. And I noticed when she brings up moments, she only brings up the moments that we post on social media. So she watches the clips.
Yep.
Not the same.
No.
So I figured I'd be honest. I watch the clips, but like all the
fair.
time. Like I'm going to the page looking for the clips.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Get the
It's like the
clips, get
highlight
hot
reel.
takes.
Yeah, you're a busy
it's not
woman.
the same as listening. So I wouldn't say I'm like an avid listener. I'm a big fan of all of you.
Okay, well, thank you.
But you asked to be on here. You're not on a press tour or anything?
No.
Do we have anything we need to promote? Like a book? Or...
Nothing to promote except myself.
Okay, good.
No press. Just genuinely a fan.
Oh.
And
Well,
the
we're so
people-
happy to have you here.
Do we need to get, she's from...
New York.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know. Never mind.
You mean like the toes?
Like
I am from New
credentials.
York. I am from New York. Yes.
Yes. She's
Born
a
and raised.
podcaster.
Podcaster.
So you've been doing it remote.
Yeah, my sister moved to Florida, which was like the worst thing she ever did.
Yeah.
I still haven't forgiven her, but we do our podcast remote now. You were just saying, like 4 of you, so hard to get together.
Yes.
It's so difficult, this line of work. We make it look easy, all of us.
I would love to know the setup. because Erin
It's
and I,
turn.
oh my
It's
God,
turn.
I want like a tutorial because Erin and I, when we're apart, we've done it a couple times. I'm sure yours is way more
Like not
official.
really. It's actually, I feel like the harder you try, like getting all these programs, like just pare it down. Like today when I'm in LA, we're doing FaceTime.
Okay.
And
Oh
we're
my God.
recording our audio and video separately and then like syncing
Because
it
there
up.
doesn't seem like there's a delay at all.
There's no
I'm
delay
like,
on FaceTime.
the local news station needs to do that. I swear. Like, on the news, they're still waiting like 4 seconds to reply. Do it over FaceTime.
Yeah.
We tried everything and we got Ethernet. I literally got like the
Oh my
best
God.
commercial internet you could possibly get. I got a route. It's still not as good as FaceTime.
Did it give you like a
Damn.
little trauma, like from COVID?
Yes,
Okay.
it definitely did. But the
Okay.
thing with COVID was like everyone was remotely podcasting. So the bar was low because like everyone was stinking it up.
Yeah.
But now we're out of COVID. Like you have to compete with everyone else. You got to have your shit together,
Yeah.
you know?
It's tough doing it remote. So I was
Yeah.
curious if you guys, because I remember Jackie one time told me the system you guys used.
Yeah, we use we've tried a bunch of different things. Zoom is what everyone goes to use
Yeah.
like for remote podcasting and like it stinks.
No,
Like,
I mean, you can't record audio on Zoom.
you can't record audio on Zoom. And the thing with Zoom is like when one person is talking and then somebody else talks over them, everyone's audio
Yeah.
goes mute.
Yeah.
And one thing about me is I'm going to talk over you.
Yeah.
Like what I have to say is like probably better. So I'm going to start talking, you know? Or at least I think it's better.
Do you look at yourself when you're on a Zoom call, or are you big like you keep it focused on who you're talking to?
Such a good question. When we're podcasting, I do look at Jackie. When I'm watching the episodes back, she might as well not be there. Only looking at me.
It was really hard when we were doing it because we would then have our physical camera set up next to our Zoom computer, and I will always look in the viewfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I actually don't turn my monitor around when I'm filming the podcast.
but don't
'cause
you get
I'll be like
nervous?
this the whole time, like touching my hair.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's such a bad quality. I just filmed my special and I was giving notes on editing it. I'm like, can you take out the part where I'm touching my hair here, 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 and here? The whole time I'm like
Yep.
twirling. It's so annoying and people love to comment. Do these girls ever stop touching their hair? No.
I was watching our last episode. Now that I have bangs, I was literally doing this the whole time because
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't see.
No, that's why I could never get bangs.
Yeah.
I'd be touching them nonstop.
Were you a big like photo booth like video kid? Were you like filming yourself all the time? Because there was nothing like that when they had that tiny camera and gave you a screen and go, "This is you."
And like
What a rush!
you
like,
can be like riding a roller coaster.
green screen.
Like
Totally. I loved that sepia tone filter. Made you look really like snatched and tan.
And the
Incredible.
you had to have the sound on for the countdown. The doot,
Click.
And the screen goes white to give you a flash too, and you're like, okay, yes, I'm
and you're
feeling
like
it.
still always looking down. You're like, and you're never looking at the camera. All the photos are
yeah.
just of you being just vain, going, "That is me." Like, yeah.
But the green
God,
screens
what
are
a
always so
time.
shitty.
Yeah.
Like, it would look like a
Terrible.
roller coaster, but it would be like other shit in your kitchen or something. Like, beeping it.
I also still use Photo Booth on my computer when.
Wait, they still have it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
But I use it when I need to record something and I'm on my phone. Like if I'm recording a phone call of like somebody like being cringy, like how do you send that? I'm on Photo Booth. So my Photo Booth is just filled with like 10 years of like really fucking weird phone calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
hopefully,
leak it.
hopefully they don't hear the countdown in the background. Like, are you on Photo Booth right now? Like, am I? Like, what's going on?
Like 3 years ago, I fired my manager and I wanted my sisters to hear the call. So I filmed it on Photo Booth. Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you like, were you confrontational? How
No.
was-
Oh my God.
Really?
People think I'm like confrontational because I'm like loud and chubby
Yeah.
and like people just assume that's what you are. I would rather die. I would rather die than fire someone. And I have had to in my life, like like maybe 3 or 4 times. I usually
Oh my
make
God.
Jackie do it. I would sooner die. I hate conflict. It's so awkward.
Oh, especially someone who's working for you. You have to be
Yes.
like, I'm sorry.
Oh,
How
I
long
can't
were they
watch
your
like
manager?
there's so many of these like Zoom calls or like screen recordings
Yes,
of people getting
get fired.
like mass firing. I can't sit
Oh.
and watch those
It's
videos for like
brutal.
10
Sad.
seconds.
Brutal.
No,
Yeah.
the people who do it are obviously really trained at it because they're very swift, like a butcher. Like,
Yeah.
you're fired. How many? You're getting a month of severance. Take all your shit. Get out. Goodbye. Like, there's
Yes.
no humanity
Oh my
in
God,
it,
I could
which
never.
is almost like better than like making it sad and like nostalgic. But it's kind of mean.
Have you ever? Oh, sorry. No.
I feel like if
question.
I had to fire someone, I would cry.
I know,
like I would
so
literally cry.
No, it's like
Yeah.
you're firing them for a reason. Like
Yeah.
they are like not up to the job, but you're like, my instinct is always like, you've been amazing. And it's like, well, why are you firing me?
Yeah.
Right.
Like we
It's like
love
a
you
breakup.
so much.
Yeah.
But you can't. You have to be like, this is not working. It's horrible. It's the worst part of the job.
Have you been fired?
That is. Oh yeah, of course. Oh my God. Yeah, like major.
From what?
From our first show. We're the toast now. We were the morning toast, then we were the morning breath, and the morning breath got canceled because I got canceled and my ass was fired. I don't even remember getting fired. I just remember like, was I? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I was like totally fired. It was like a really big deal. And
Did
it
they
was,
have to call you in, or was it just like an email
No, I
situation?
like, wasn't even allowed back in the building. It was
Oh my
literally, it was
God.
fucking brutal. Yeah, no, I was home and they were like, "Don't come back." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Can I get my computer?" No.
What?
Like, oh, it was crazy.
Don't show
It's
your
like
face.
you murdered
What?
someone.
Yeah, no, literally treated me like a
Which you
murderer.
didn't.
No,
she
I did
didn't,
not.
to be clear.
I did not, but I was like fully fired. But before that wasn't like I started like doing this in college, so I didn't graduate and like get normal jobs and then fall into this. I really have never had like I had internships, but I started doing this full time after college, so I didn't have like a full time job in corporate or anything like that to get really fired.
I did.
You did.
But I worked for my best friend's dad. So then it made it like
Worse.
more complicated. So when I moved to LA and I had to tell him I was quitting, I literally was sobbing. I was like, I'm so sorry.
you quit?
Yeah, but
that's different.
Equally is hard. Like I feel like either way, I wouldn't be able to like doing either firing someone or quitting from something. I feel equal guilt.
I've quit many times. I'm always quitting. I don't care. If it's hard after 5 minutes, I'm quitting.
But it would be like if you were quitting your podcast and you had to tell Jackie and
Yeah.
like you just like feel like you're like letting everyone down.
Oh, actually, yeah.
You know?
I see that for sure.
But you try to package it nicely. You're like, you deserve better than
Yeah.
this.
Well,
Like,
No,
you-
that's fake as
I'm
fuck.
the best.
That's like when a
You'll
guy
never
is like,
find better, and I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, good luck with your company.
Yeah.
What's the beef that you had with me, though? I know I kind of previewed
how
that
long
a
have you
little
been
bit.
like sitting, just waiting to ask that question?
Well, like, I don't know. The conversation was flowing, and then I was like, wait, I did kind of tease something.
Okay.
And just so you know, Matt has a really hard time if people like don't like him or have a problem with him.
I'm dealing with it.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Let me
Well,
listen,
well,
I
to-
really like you. Like,
Yes.
I feel like we only met one time before this, right? At emo night, and we had
Yes.
such a great time. I feel like we connected on a deep level. Taylor
And
Swift.
I didn't know like much about you. I knew you were like a big thing. Like the Morning Toast has like been like an avid backbone like of part of like the fan base that we have. And then I listened to some of your episodes. You are hilarious.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're so
When
Thank
we were
you.
driving back from Coachella, because Patricia was playing the Morning Toast, now the Toast.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're on fire.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, but yeah.
So I really like you, and this doesn't change how I feel about you. I just feel like it's a conversation worth having. What do you guys
okay,
think?
I'm
Absolutely.
really scared right now.
Cool.
Open the floor.
So anytime anybody mentions me on a podcast, like I always get messages about it, and like I hate myself, so I go and listen. And usually it's good. Usually it's positive. And you were doing like a game on Unfiltered, like taking Photoshop pictures of like all the hosts and making them into girls or boys. Like,
Yes.
And so Zayn was made into a girl. And you said, and he was not beautiful as a woman. let me add. You said, oh, that looks like Claudia from the Toast. So now my question to you is, Do you think I look like a man?
No, not at all. Hold on. Both of you guys are very attractive people. You guys have incredible
Likely
features.
story. Likely story.
Hold on, but I thought you got a lot of DMs and you posted on your Instagram story,
I
and
did.
then you were like, you were flattered. We had an exchange.
say flattered.
I have screenshots.
didn't say
Claudia.
One thing about me is I'm gonna be in on the joke.
Okay.
But in person, I'm gonna tell you how I really fucking felt, bitch. Okay, and that did not feel good.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I want to see what it looks like.
And
I
I
want to
just
see
want
what
to
they
be a
look
part
like.
of something, you
first-
know? Like
Yeah.
when filters talking about me, I'm like, oh my god, let me get in there.
Yeah, no,
like,
you're excited,
I'm a
and then you're like,
thirsty
oh.
person.
Oh, she
I
looks like a
attention.
man.
She
Have
looks like
I
a man.
not talked about you like in a good light on that podcast before? Maybe that was the first time I brought you up, but I know I have said great things about you, and I'm
Sure.
sorry it was a first impressions kind of thing.
He really does.
On
He was like, love Claudia.
I
when
think
Erin
it's a
was-
conversation worth having, though, like how we should stop telling people who we think they look like.
I agree. Or like people always
Unless it's
say,
Megan Fox, you know?
Yeah.
do you get told you look like this person, or is it that they look like you? You know what I mean? Like, or people always go, "Oh, you look like your dad." I'm like, or
I get a lot of tags that are like, this looks like Carly and Contro.
So fucking rude when people do that.
And
Like, oh my God, I
sometimes-
thought this was Claudia, and it's like someone who I don't think is beautiful.
No, people will tag me in like that report of the week. Kid,
oh,
let me show you him,
let me see.
and then you'll feel fucking flattered that he told you that.
I want to see what
And
the Zay
a
picture
good
looks
question
like.
is, who do you always get told you look like celebrity-wise?
McLovin.
Oh, I see it.
no, there's someone you do look like.
Jack Antonoff.
Jack Antonoff.
You're like, you kind of do.
Oh, actually, you do look like Jack Antonoff.
I usually wear glasses. I might be getting LASIK, so I'm trying
that's
to
huge.
try like contact lens, see how
Scary.
my life goes without. And none of you guys actually noticed, which I'm really thrilled about.
Did you just record the last episode
No
without
glasses, yeah.
Wow.
Didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
notice.
I
had
know.
no idea.
I like being a guy who you can't tell if they're wearing glasses
We
or
just
not.
don't pay attention to
You're
that.
That
experimenting.
honestly like makes me feel a little sad that we didn't notice.
No, I
feel
like
really
that.
bad now.
But like, because you know, like people who you identify them with glasses and then they take them off
Yeah.
and they just
You're
like
like,
look
you look
weird.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
my
like that I
husband-
don't look different without glasses
Okay.
on.
My
So
husband wears glasses full time. It's like a huge responsibility.
if he took them off, would you be like, oh, you look different?
Yeah.
It's
and
a
like
part of his
everyone,
identity.
Everyone says something, yeah. And he also
Yeah.
wears like, he doesn't wear like glasses like that are meant to blend in. Like they're
I like his
statement
glasses.
trendy.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
statement. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
a statement glass.
They're
Or you
good
could be
ones.
one of those like TikTokers who tries to cosplay as someone else and just be Jack Antonoff.
Or
Swift
Yeah,
ones,
she
Ariana Grande
is
ones.
turned. That
Fucking
Taylor
hate
Swift
her.
girl.
Which
Ashley.
one?
The one.
Ashley.
oh,
Yeah,
the one
there's
who
only-
literally looks just like her.
Well,
There's
this is a
only
good
one.
segue into like influencers.
This is yeah.
Because one of my biggest pet peeves of influencers is the ones who cosplay as fucking
Bigger celebrities.
Which doesn't bother me, but it bothers me when they like deny it.
No, and they're like, it's so
right.
annoying when people tell me I look
Yeah.
like Taylor Swift. Stop dressing like her.
No,
The
literally
Taylor
you're
Swift
1989
girl
Taylor
on
Swift.
TikTok who
Ashley.
like
Yeah.
she puts on the red lipstick, she has her bangs, and she's
She
like
has
going
a cat,
live.
the same cat as Taylor Swift.
I'm pretty sure I've also seen things saying that she's gotten work done.
Yeah. She
Like
wasn't
she
born this
definitely
way.
has veneers.
Yeah.
Remember that
Yeah.
show, I Want to Look Like My Favorite Celebrity?
Oh my
Yes.
god!
Where they
Famous,
would-
give me a famous face.
Yeah, famous
Oh
face.
my
Yeah,
God.
that was
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
She's
We should bring that
just-
back.
It already is back. It's
There's
on
so
TikTok.
many.
But impersonators like give me the ick.
But
like
she-
if someone like hires an impersonator for their party, like I'd much rather have a magician than an impersonator.
I agree, but there is a loophole for drag queen impersonators.
Yes.
Okay,
Because
yes.
that is an actual art. Like the way they
Yeah.
study people's like mannerisms and stuff, it's actually beautiful. And sometimes like in the drag world, I'm actually really kind of well versed in the drag world.
Are
And,
you
like,
watching the new RuPaul?
I haven't started yet because I've been
Okay.
here, but it's on my list of things to do.
Okay.
Not you like calling me out. Oh my God. It's actually frowned upon in the drag world. Like if someone's an impersonator, it's like they kind of lack creativity. But I actually disagree. I think it could be perceived as an art.
Okay. Like, okay, yeah.
Ashley, however, is not an art.
No.
And she's also like, oh my God, stop telling me I look like her. I don't look like her. I don't sound like her. I don't do anything like her. Like, this is so annoying. You guys are ruining my life.
pick me energy.
Yeah, but it's like you're
You're doing it.
literally doing it.
100%.
And then there was
I
one
have
time
this written down, Carly.
You did
This girl. It was like influencers that like you can't stand or like people
Oh my
trends
God, I
you
could
don't
do a whole
like.
episode on that. But like one thing about me is I know everyone and I see everything, but I'll never say it.
Yeah, that's what
What
I was
about
thinking.
behind
We
closed
keep it
doors?
We
vague.
can have an offline discussion for sure.
Oh, hours.
I'll follow up.
Perfect.
Circle back.
I'm always interested in the people who are in relationships with like those like impersonators or like those near identical
Yes.
people. Like, are they in it because they really just do love that person, or is there something where they're like, well, I couldn't be with the celebrity,
Yeah.
so this is the closest thing I could get.
Well, I think she has kids too,
Yeah,
right?
the thing about Ashley is I do know that she's been married for like a long time.
Yeah.
And so that hasn't always been
Pre-Taylor.
a thing.
Okay.
So
Are you guys following Scar Girl on TikTok?
Oh,
Yes.
I
I've been
know, but I've
obsessed.
seen it. Wait, is it the girl with
Obsessed.
a scar, but everyone thinks she's...
It's fake. It's literally eyeshadow.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Her scar. It's weird how TikTok will just present you drama that you weren't even. Wait, I didn't see the origin
And you
story,
didn't ask
but
for
they
it.
give me the tea where I have to like immediately
back.
investigate.
Yes.
Wait,
Write
are
a
we talking
research
about the girl
paper.
whose face like changes color?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
saw that too. This is a girl who has like
Okay.
a brown line on her face, and every time she makes a video, it looks different because after she showers, it's literally makeup. Like it's fraudulent.
But wasn't it first an actual scar and then
I
started
think so.
fading?
Oh,
I think
that's
it
interesting.
healed and then she kept
missed it.
She missed
Yeah.
the attention
She
she
picked the
got
scab
from the
and then she
scar.
wished she didn't.
Oh God.
Yes.
You
It's
guys
like
pick your scabs?
It depends where it is, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only human.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Babbel. One of the most exciting things about a new year is that you have no idea what adventures are in front of you. From new travel experiences, new jobs, or picking up new skills, there's no better way to prepare for 2023 than by learning a new language with Babbel. Babbel is a language learning app that has sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, you can feel confident no matter where the new year takes you. I have used Babbel. It is so fun. It is truly addicting. There's so many games on there. They have podcasts you can listen to in another language so you kind of get used to how people communicate. There's videos, there's stories, there's even live classes. So it's so much fun to actually open the app and just dig right in. With Babbel, you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson. So you can start having real conversations in a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans. But Babbel lessons were created by over 150 language experts and voiced by real native speakers, not computers. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and accent. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/good. That's babbel.com/good for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
It's like when like our dear friend Elijah Daniel, love him, but when he made everyone think he had that face tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
But people started realizing that it was like moving around all the time. But Scar Girl, it's like, yeah, it's a straight up line. It's comical.
Is that her name?
It looks like lipstick just across her face.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like no scar is that color.
And she'll no, such a good point. And she'll be like, guys, look, it's not me. And then she'll like pretend
Oh
to
my
wipe it
God.
off with a tissue, and she's not even touching her face.
Oh,
I've not
She'll
seen
be like,
that.
look.
This girl making fun of her.
Yeah.
Watch for proof.
Claudia, is she still like owning up? She's like, y'all keep saying it's fake.
No, she's gonna die on this hill.
She's doubling down.
Yeah.
She'll have it forever.
She'll have it forever. Her
Wait,
kids
this
will
is
have it.
really funny. It's just people
hereditary.
like making fun of her.
It's such an interesting saga to follow.
Yeah,
Okay.
very big, weird niche.
Do you think that she's just aware and she's like, oh, I'll just keep doing this even if people are...
No, the thing is, she's blowing up, and I've been
Yeah.
trying to blow up on TikTok for years. So you know what? Maybe I gotta punch myself in the face or something because it's working. Me, my 225,000 followers.
Get a
like,
scar.
it ain't right.
well, it's
Yeah.
working for Heather's eye, so
Yeah.
maybe you should
Right.
do
We
something
have
like
to
that.
stop talking about that.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, like I'm triggered by it.
I know.
Wait, who?
New episode tonight. Are we all watching?
I haven't watched since since episode 3. Like I'm protesting because I have scruples.
Okay, I respect
Wait,
that.
what is this? What is this?
Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
Do you know who was on my flight?
Who?
From
Meredith?
Denver. Commercial.
Kyle Richards.
What's her sister's name?
Kim?
Kim?
No, it was Kyle.
Kathy.
I know.
The
no,
one
it
who
was
was
Kim.
in Scream or
It was
whatever.
Kim.
Yeah,
No, Kyle.
Kyle was like Scream.
Kyle was on my flight a couple rows up with her daughter.
Commercial.
Yeah.
Tough times.
She also had to... Well,
In Denver.
No, because
like
you
were in
had to
Aspen. Oh,
connect.
so you had to drive
Right, it's
from
very
Aspen
easy
to
to
Denver.
fly when you're private.
Yeah,
from Aspen.
yeah. Like,
Pilot's giving poor.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
It's weird when you see like big celebrities who give off the image of like wealth and success, and they're on commercial. You're like,
But sometimes I feel like it works in their favor. One time I flew JetBlue Mint with Kathy Hilton.
Oh my
and
God.
she her being on there was like so
Kathy.
no, but it's so Kathy. Like she
Yeah.
doesn't give a fuck.
I know.
Kind of made me like her even more. And not her like helping the environment finally.
I know.
Finally.
You know?
Mike's
probably-
like, who are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I've been lost for 9 minutes.
Yeah, he is not pop culture savvy. It's very funny. Like,
Yeah.
we love the addition.
No, I'm here for the ride. You guys seem to be having a great time.
You know Kathy Hilton.
Paris Hilton's mother.
I would assume that it's a Hilton, but I
Yeah,
thought
it's an
maybe
educational
the younger
podcast as
sister,
well.
maybe. Yeah, okay.
There's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Are you a Syrian Jew by any chance?
No, I'm not. I'm Ashkenaz.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where in New York did you grow up?
In the city.
Now the three of us just sitting there.
Change the conversation.
no, have this.
Yeah,
have
why
this.
did you think I was Syrian?
The last name, Oshry.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, I do believe my last name like has Sephardic origins, but I'm very Eastern European. Me and Ben actually did 23andMe.
Okay.
We grew up in a very Jewish community, so people are really competitive about their 23andMe. So my friend's dad, shout out Kenny Ashendorf, he was 99.6 Ashkenaz Jew when he did his 23andMe, and that was like his thing. And everyone was like, did you hear about Kenny? And I'm like, yeah, I heard about Kenny. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I got 99.9.
No.
Wow. So it kind of unseated Kenny. And Kenny's a friend, so it was fine.
Did your sisters take it?
No.
Okay.
Because when I did it, they were like, oh, cool. Same.
That's what we are, yeah.
Then Ben did it.
Oh my God.
100%.
Wow.
Ashkenaz Jew. Yeah.
That's rare.
I was out to drinks with someone last night and they were like flexing. They're like, I was 96. I'm like, you don't know who you're talking to. Like, I'm 99.9 and Ben is 100.
So like, what would your kids be? 99.999.
That's actually a really good point. I don't know. And actually, it can, even though Jackie, all of my sisters and I like are sisters, it can vary like by a lot actually. So they should do it, but they haven't.
It's really impressive.
What are you guys?
I'm Swedish, German, Irish,
Yikes.
and
just a white person.
You're not German.
When I first met Matt, he would constantly apologize to me about the Holocaust. He's like, I'm just so sorry that happened.
I think all German people should constantly be doing that.
I really
agree
do.
more.
I have done it multiple times, but like in like.
Do you have any like ancestral like Nazi family members?
Connections to it? No,
No,
not
I'm saying,
that
like not connections, but like was anyone in your family like ages ago involved?
I feel like your
haven't
family's...
traced it down on my mom. My mom's side's the German and Swedish side, and I haven't traced it down. Interesting. So Jewish.
So yeah, I'm not Syrian. A lot of people think I am, but I'm not.
I feel like someone told me that you were, and I didn't.
Well, people are constantly lying about me, and you should know better.
I'm asking you in person. That's why. It was my first question.
Brutally rebuffed.
What's
You're right.
the biggest lie people tell about you?
I'm always reading. You ever read shit about yourself online that's so absurd?
Yes.
There was like a period where people were like trying to investigate the finances of our business, which it's not that crazy. Like Jackie and I started the business. We don't raise money. It's not like super interesting. They have offshore accounts. And there were like literally people on social media, like on all these threads who like worked for government agencies and were using their work computers to like look. I'm like, you are literally
like breaking the law.
Yeah, and I have nothing to hide. Like my finances are good, bitch. I pay my taxes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Unwillingly, I pay my taxes.
I know.
I shouldn't have to.
Maybe I won't this year.
I'm thinking of moving to Puerto Rico.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's doing it.
Didn't Logan Paul?
Mm-hmm.
For tax reasons.
And someone else. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, a lot of people move like for tax reasons.
Yeah.
And it's
Just
beautiful. Beautiful part
further
of the
than
world.
Florida.
Can you speak any languages?
I do. I speak Spanish and I speak Hebrew.
Wow.
Fluent Spanish?
Yeah.
Not
Not like amazing. Yeah. not like the best, but like I can go to a Spanish speaking country.
It's like I've done
and,
Babel once.
Find my way around, you know?
Did you take it in high school?
I did take it in high school and I like spoke it growing up, and then I went to Jewish day school my whole life. So I started learning Hebrew like when I started learning English.
אז את מדברת עברית?
Ken.
מאוד יפה.
Thank you so much.
That's really cool. I never get to hear you like
Speak Hebrew, yeah.
What's your background Jewish wise? Like
I don't know. I never took a test, but from both my parents were born in Israel, and then before that, like they were born in that land. So it's been like we were there for like 200 years in that land. Yeah.
And
so
you were born
here in America.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
Pretty
but I meant
Jewish.
more like your like upbringing, not like your
Very Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Orthodox?
went to Jewish day school.
Wow, me too.
Bar mitzvah.
Look at us.
Are there big
What was your bar mitzvah theme?
Cars.
So classic. Classic.
Just like cool cars.
Dodge Viper
Yeah,
tables?
that was my table. Yeah. What was your bat mitzvah theme?
You know what? I so regretted asking the question because I didn't want to talk about mine. I have like bat mitzvah themed trauma. So for those of you don't know, like
I had Jewish friends growing up.
okay.
I got
If
to light a
anyone-
candle out of bar mitzvah.
look at you.
Oh, Erin and Matt and Carly are very Jewish enthusiastic.
Yes.
Yes.
So they will like
We
want to
support.
celebrate Hanukkah together and ask a lot of questions.
nice.
I feel like I'm with my
Supportive.
Jewish community out
Okay.
here. Yeah.
So everyone does like the same kind of themes. There's like cars, Hollywood, candy bar. Like there's like 10
Sports.
themes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was my
Broadway.
best friend's theme.
Yeah.
Right. For boys and for girls, there's like 5 or 10 that everyone does. And I don't know, I just like wanted to be different. And I remember like the meeting where we were talking about my theme, and like the idea just kind of got away from me. And like the second people started talking about it and like deciding it was the theme, I was like, wait, like I didn't like it and I was too afraid to say anything. And like we literally took it all the way.
Oh no.
So the theme, like the thing about a theme is that it's
So much preamble for the theme.
It's going to be like so normal.
no, it's not, because a theme is not like abstract. It's like it's a thing.
This
It's
is like the opening arguments to a lawsuit. Like, what is a theme of a bar mitzvah? If we look at the definition of a theme dating back to the 16th century, we have
I
to
just
put.
want to give context, maybe some of your listeners who don't know.
Yeah, no.
Themes are not supposed to be abstract. It's supposed to be like very cut and dry. Like it's going to be Sophie's candy bar, you know?
Yeah.
So my theme was colors. Yeah.
Very artistic.
And I guess in a way, I was really just solidifying myself as an ally of the
I'm so
gay.
sorry your hair.
Sorry.
I didn't know it at the time. I was solidifying myself as an ally of the gay community.
First
Because
and
the
foremost.
theme was very much like just rainbows.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was gonna
okay.
say, like,
we branded the whole event like Color Me Claudia. And it was like weird. And I was like embarrassed.
What color
and, like,
were you?
It wasn't, the thing was like, it wasn't that strategic.
Okay.
Oh no.
what did it look like? I'm so
It was
confused.
gorgeous, like just rainbows, like rainbows everywhere, rainbows this. It literally looked like a pride parade,
Okay.
Okay.
which is the vibe now. But like
Yeah.
7th grade, it wasn't so much the vibe.
And you were miserable because you're like, I hate this theme.
Well, here's the thing. I was so stunning. Like I definitely peaked physically at my bat mitzvah. So I was more focused on that
Oh,
than anything
okay.
else. And I had a great time. I had side bangs, like not dissimilar to what you have, but only
Sure.
one side.
Like
Yeah.
emo.
Yeah, it was very
Okay.
inspired by like
my God.
secondhand serenade vibes, you know? And
So
so I was really
relatable.
pleased with like my skinny arm and my bangs and my dress. So I was more focused on that.
Okay.
And I felt really good about the way that I looked. And that's always been important to me.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you had a good
What
time.
color
with
was the
what you
dress?
looked.
Yellow.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. And actually, I feel like I just told the story in another podcast, so sorry if it's repetitive, but it was YSL. And like,
Okay, bitch.
Okay, so it was YSL. There's more. It's like a $1,500 dress, which like I would never wear to a bat mitzvah. And like I was out shopping like the months leading up to my bat mitzvah, and we were at Neiman Marcus last call. It was on sale for $50.
Oh
So now
my
I'm
God.
like bargain girly wearing a $1,500 dress for $50 to my bat mitzvah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Wow.
Yeah. So that I was pretty proud
It's
of.
very slay.
Yeah, it was a sleigh and a half.
That is
So
insane.
slay.
Thank you.
How Jewish are you now? Are you like celebrating holidays? Are you totally removed? What's your
No, I'm actually, people are always shocked to hear, like, I'm pretty religious. Like, we keep a kosher house.
Oh wow.
I don't eat.
Me
He's
too.
kosher.
You do? I
Yeah.
don't eat meat out.
Same.
I do eat chicken because, like, I'm hungry.
I gotta go.
Yeah, you know, there's like a machloket about
Yeah.
poultry.
Rav Shammai and Rav Hillel.
Right.
Yeah.
My husband is like always defending me because Ben doesn't eat chicken, but like I do. But chicken is like one of my major food groups. If I didn't eat chicken out, I would never be able to eat.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
what I should do, but I don't.
And you grew up that way, or that was a choice?
It's slowly, like, we grew up, our first rule was conservative and then modern Orthodox. So like we've always just been on this like steady uphill
Yeah.
climb. I've definitely like pulled back a little bit when it comes to Shabbat, which is something like I want to do more when I have kids and stuff. But like I gotta work, I gotta live, I gotta eat, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go out.
Yeah, no. And it's like I
Hello.
do the toast Monday through Friday, so I really tour on the weekends. So if I can't tour on Saturday, like, bitch, where can I tour?
Yeah.
In high school, were you keeping Shabbat?
Not to the extent of a lot of my peers, but very much more than I am now.
Are there sorry to make it like back to the topic, and this may be a dumb question. Are there like big Jewish influencers
Melinda Strauss,
who
you know
are
her?
like, oh my gosh, we're like
Yes.
look at my menorah, like check this out, like isn't it nice? This is how we're decorating. Like
You guys
this is-
have to follow Melinda Strauss on TikTok. I love her.
Oh,
I just-
TikTok,
She
okay.
doesn't like flex on like her menorahs, but she uses it for like educational purposes.
Yeah.
And I find myself learning shit about like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yes, Melinda, I love her.
Yeah, there's like
girl-
one or two like young rabbis popping up on
Yes.
TikTok too that are
Oh.
just like explaining we keep kosher because this.
Right.
And it's more almost like non-Jewish people are following them to learn about why we do things a certain way. And
As
yeah,
we should.
but I don't know if there's anyone like, check out my Lamborghini. I just got it wrapped in dreidels. Like, no, there's no.
He's right. It's educational.
We don't really have.
Wrapped in
I think Adam
dreidels.
Sandler's probably our biggest.
biggest.
He's the Pope of
We're
Judaism.
coming for his neck, me and you. We're gonna be the next Adam Sandler.
Oh my God,
Maybe.
I
I
love
hope
it.
so. I hope so.
100%.
I can't believe the Miami Jewish Boys Choir performed
Oh my
at the
God.
Universal City Walk.
I
Yeah.
know. We
Oh,
missed
what?
it. Yeah.
You want to hear a fun fact about me?
Yes. Were you in it?
You dated one of them?
Oh my God, they're so religious. So Miami Boys Choir, it's so funny that they popped off because like the biggest Jewish boys choir is Yeshiva Boys Choir. They're amazing. And there's like little smaller subsets, Miami Boys Choir. And at my
Why are
wedding,
you
I had
laughing?
the Syrian Boys Choir sing me down the aisle. It was
Oh, wow.
so beautiful. Yeah, so
That's
like when
so
that was popping
cute.
off on TikTok, I was like,
You're
I was putting up my wedding footage just like to get some followers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty iconic.
That, well, like when we were in Jewish day school back in early 2000s, that we had to watch the Miami Boys Choir tapes because all the teachers
Oh my
were
God.
like young Jewish
Where'd
women.
you grow up in LA?
New Jersey.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to a very small school called Shalom Torah, which had like 8
don't
kids
know
in
it.
it. It's in Central Jersey, and then I went to, I don't know if you know Moshe Erin Yeshiva High School. I went there for 1 year.
I
and-
went to Ramaz.
Oh wow! Oh,
Yeah.
you're really Jewish.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I know. Fun.
99.9%.
Yeah,
Right,
so,
don't you
so I've
forget,
heard.
bitch.
It's locked in now.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Did I?
Do you?
No.
Do you exclusively want to date someone Jewish?
Yeah.
I could totally help.
Oh, really? Even out here in LA?
Yes.
It's actually very funny when Margot and I were both in Park City.
Oh, right.
She was like, she's the same. Like, she wants a Jewish boyfriend. And I was like, oh, I was thinking of your brother.
How
I was
old
like,
is he?
oh my God.
Which one?
Daron.
Oh, he's 29, maybe?
Love. Is he successful?
He's in great shape.
We all are.
So true.
Aren't we all?
Great shape.
Daron has been, he's fit as a fiddle now, man.
He lives in
Yeah.
LA.
No, he lives in New York.
Man,
That's
how-
why.
Up, Erin.
That's why, because I was like, oh, I know some Jewish people in New York, and like one who's like, because she was like listing all her qualities, and I was like, oh, attractive, successful, like nice.
Young,
Tan,
Jewish.
dark.
All right, guys.
Well, you
I'm
don't live
here.
there.
You're in LA.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Set it up. Set it up.
Although apparently you swiped on my friend Emma on Hinge.
Did
She's
I?
Jewish too.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw. Did I send her to you guys? Maybe?
Maybe.
No, not
No.
me.
No? Oh, I think you told me about her.
Yeah.
That she was on Hinge and Jewish.
So.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's so interesting.
How old
Yeah.
are you, Claudia?
How old am I?
Yeah, sure.
That
Yeah.
is
disrespectful.
really rude.
Well, I thought we're like getting down, like
Second
where you're
strike.
from, all that. Fine.
How much do you weigh?
What year did you graduate high school? Can we say that? Is that
Yeah. How much do you weigh?
me?
Yeah.
Right now, 200 pounds.
Okay. I am 28. As long as we're all sharing.
28. Okay.
You're the youngest.
In this room?
Yeah.
And you're
Thank
married.
God. And I'm married, yeah. I've been
along with
married for a
Erin.
while. I was like a child bride.
Okay.
Whoa, really?
No, not a
18?
child bride.
Mike goes, really?
It's like, what a bomb to drop.
That's why you think I'm Syrian.
Tuesday afternoon.
We met when I was 18. We met in college, and then we dated all throughout college. I wasn't allowed to get engaged until I had graduated. So I graduated in May. We got engaged in June. So I got engaged when I was 21.
Whoa.
Was he your first boyfriend too? That's
Mike,
so
I
cute.
told you to read
First
her
lover.
book before
Oh, so
we
you
came in
never did
today.
online dating?
No,
or...
I skipped all of that.
Damn.
Kind of FOMO. Like I know it's torture,
Yeah.
but like kind of fun too.
No,
No.
so many of my friends are single right now. Like, sorry that they're single. But they are like constantly on dating apps.
Yeah.
And
Love looking at 'em.
Like on Thanksgiving, everyone was over, and then we literally casted it to the TV, and we're going through all of these people. And even
Nightmare.
when we had
Slim
dating apps like
pickings.
8 years ago, I was like, what the fuck? Like they have
Yeah.
like. You can make voice notes now. You can put music on your profile. It's like
Yeah.
a whole
It's like
thing.
a MySpace page.
It's really
Yeah.
spooky
You
out
have like
there.
a Be Real now, just for the tender. You're like,
I'm like
It's
I'm like
wild.
FOMO that I missed out on it because
You really
I know
didn't.
it's torture, but like I kind of feel like it would be fun to go out on dates. I love talking about myself. That's why I podcast. And like I feel like I have so much interesting insight to share. Like I don't know. I feel like it would be a great date. Like I think someone should take me
You
out.
should just start a business where you just go on dates platonically, but they don't know it, and you could
get
just
to know
talk.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Who are we just talking to? And they said that like people go on dates and get paid to do it. Like you
What?
could do that.
oh, like as a companion thing,
was I just
like
with?
to
Oh,
help
Like
like,
maybe a
lonely
fake date
people.
to a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
There's
think
like
it's
that
an, I
Kevin
think
Hart
it's an
movie.
escort.
Also the wedding date, which is superior.
Yeah, good
no,
call.
it was like you.
No, I think that's like what technically escorts are
It's
supposed
the
to be.
TikTok
loophole
about
that
it.
they're
Right.
saying.
You're
They're
right.
supposed to
Sure,
be your
sure.
+1 to a wedding, and
You're
that's how
totally
they.
I saw a TikTok about it. Is that what maybe you saw?
Well, no, I think you maybe were talking to me
Maybe.
about it.
Yeah. I don't remember the
Do you do
dates.
Shabbat dinners at home?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, so sick.
So sick. I love Shabbat.
Yeah, isn't it the best?
It is the best. And was just reading somewhere this article about how like Shabbat is becoming more of a cultural thing. Like millennials are really enjoying getting together on Friday nights and like not using their phones and just like eating dinner and getting drunk and like socializing. And I love it. It's my favorite.
That sounds really nice.
It is.
Maybe next time in New York.
I would love to host you guys for Shabbos at my house.
Especially him.
That would be really fun.
You guys should
Yes.
link up.
Do you get
if you're in New York
kiddish?
again.
Yeah. Well, I don't do it as much out here. When I was in New York, I was going every Friday, but here most of my friends are not Jewish.
Yeah. You should still like throw a Shabbat for everyone.
I know. It's just tough being like the only Jew that I know.
I
You
know.
want like one person helping.
How
but
did you get there? Like LA is so Jewish. It's like you
I don't know
purposefully
where that-
avoided the Jews.
I
Is
just
Adam not Jewish?
he is, but like he's not like
Oh. He's
an
practicing.
artist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
He's-
his little roommate.
Well, yeah, but he's also half Jewish and like
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
really.
Participate.
Yeah. I don't know. I always hear that there's so many Jews in LA,
Yeah.
but all my friends are Gentiles. No complaints. I love
We
all my
also
friends.
live in
Love
like
the
the valley.
Gentiles.
I feel like most of the Jewish communities are like over in like mid Wilshire
Closer to
area.
the water. Closer to Israel.
Yeah.
To the sea.
Facing west.
So who don't you like?
Everyone.
I love that.
I really don't like anyone. And I wish I had like the balls to like really like exploit on the podcast because I have so many thoughts on fucking everyone, bitch. But the thing is about me, like I'm running a business, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
not trying to make enemies.
Fair.
It's funny because like sometimes when you talk on episodes, you'll like talk shit but not directly saying. You'll be like, "Oh, I'll tell you after,"
Yeah.
and then like immediately I'm like, "Oh my god, what if it's about like our podcast?"
What if it's say
What
with
if it's about-
complete honesty, it's never been about you guys. And there's so many influencers and like people in the industry who listen to the podcast. And when I say like I heard something crazy and I don't name who it is, they just text me. So just text me. I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah.
I don't care about you
Oh,
guys.
hell
Like,
yeah.
I'll
Okay.
tell you.
I love to hear things. Like, I just loved, even if I don't know who you're talking about, I still want to hear it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Whenever anyone's like on their Instagram story being like, the craziest thing just happened, I can't tell you who it was, but blank, 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 I'm just responding, who? And I find out. That's
Okay.
how I'm an information gatherer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
On the
so
way
fun.
to this podcast, we all drive together, and we don't want
How
to
cute.
we don't want to give
That's
up our
cute.
like conversation for the podcast. So it's usually just everyone talking gossip because
Yeah.
we're never going to talk gossip on the podcast.
Ooh.
And these three are really good at it.
Well,
so
like, who do you
fun.
guys talk about?
Oh,
We talked about it after.
Yeah, maybe you guys can drive me back to my hotel.
Well, I can okay. Totally.
100%.
Where are you staying?
West Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Is that on the way?
Nothing's on the way ever.
I'm gonna
But
tell you
like,
how I got here. I had to pee so bad. It took me 30 fucking minutes.
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
I
trek.
saw your story the other day, and I was like, oh, it looks like she's staying in Santa Monica.
I was in Santa Monica over the weekend.
So then I was like, oh, she's so close.
Oh, are we close?
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything is so far. Like last night going to dinner, 40 minutes. I can't.
Where did you? Oh,
I went to dinner in
Elefante.
Santa Monica.
Not me being a
Don't go on
stalker.
the west side.
I pay attention.
The thing is, like, people just say, like, hey, want to go to dinner this time at this restaurant? And, like, in New York, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
It's in New York, so
Yeah,
I'll go.
like, it's there.
I don't understand the regions here. I don't understand
Yeah.
the peaks, the valleys. I don't understand any of it.
It's
so I
the
just say
worst
yes.
designed city
Yeah,
ever.
it's
Like
terrible.
you don't even know where like north and south kind of
I'm
really
also just
are.
happy to be invited places, so I'm not going to question, like, can you
Yeah.
actually go somewhere closer to my hotel?
Did you like Elefante?
Stunning facility.
Did you get the eggplant?
So one thing about me is, like, I don't eat, like, anything.
Okay, but I love that about you.
Thank you. So everyone's like,
Claudia?
get the eggplant dip. I'm like, ew, I'd literally rather die.
Matt, wait, you must hate this.
What?
Matt hates picky eaters.
Oh,
he
you
thinks
met your
that
match.
you're like lower class.
You've met your match.
He hates, like, he probably also
tell
hates
him-
that I'm saying this to you right now. But
what?
she has the funniest series on Reels and
And TikTok,
TikTok, of her trying things that she's never tried. Like one day you were trying like broccoli, and like
never
even
tried
I was
broccoli.
sitting there like, what do you mean you've never tried broccoli?
Yeah. I've never tried ranch. I'd never tried Caesar salad. I never tried pineapple.
Here, my annoyance
You need
gets
to do it
to.
more.
I know.
I love that.
The thing is,
Don't-
I can't. It's so. I just filmed
Traumatizing?
another one. I tried Greek yogurt.
What?
Oh my god! I swear to God, I cannot believe people put that shit in their mouth. They're disgusting.
Okay.
What do you do? Like a
ruin-
flavored one or no?
No, plain.
that's
No,
the
plain Greek
problem.
yogurt is pretty tough.
So
you
sad.
have
You
to,
gotta
you
put,
have to
like,
sweeten it up,
honey,
honey
like
or
fruit.
Stevia. Or,
Okay, but if something needs honey, it's just bad then. Like,
Yeah.
just acknowledge if it needs a million things,
Yeah.
it's gross. So let's stop eating it.
but okay, my problem with picky eaters though is like if you're ruining my vibe at dinner. Like the moment
I
you sit
agree.
down the menus
I
and
agree.
they're blowing raspberries, just like I don't. Nothing looks good here, or we have to go restaurant hop and just be like, nothing looks good on that menu.
I
That's
appreciate-
where I'm like, make up your mind.
I appreciate your perspective. I know that I'm a burden at a restaurant. So one thing about me is like I go to a meal knowing like I'm probably not going to like anything. And when I go to a restaurant, I like the vibes and I like the cocktails. I don't
Sure.
care about the food. People are like, that restaurant sucks. I'm like, really? I had a great time. Like it was beautiful. I don't care about the food because I'm literally going to get the same thing. I open the menu. I look for the salmon or the roasted chicken. Those are the only two things I
Nice.
eat. And most, I would say 99% of restaurants in America have at least one.
What happened? Why are you a picky eater? Were your parents not hard enough, like forcing you to eat things, or did they let you just really
Honestly,
stick to what only you liked?
I was such a picky eater as a kid, and I was also a fucking nightmare. I had like crazy anger tantrums, and I think they just wanted me to shut up. So they didn't force me to eat the broccoli. They're like, just please shut up.
Okay.
So that's the monster I became.
Are any of the other? She also has 3 sisters, by
Yes.
the way. Are any of the others like?
No.
Okay.
And Ben is such a foodie, and like I almost wish
yeah.
I want for him a wife who can go experience that with him. Because Ben orders like 3 or 4 things when we go somewhere, like 2 appetizers, 2 entrees. He wants to try stuff.
Oh my God.
And if he had a normal wife, like we could enjoy it together. And I'm like over here with my plain grilled salmon, like stay away. And we've never
I don't
shared a
wanna look at your
meal.
So what did you have at Elefante?
I had
Do you like pasta?
I had pasta.
Okay.
I love pasta.
was it just
Pizza?
like plain pasta, like noodles and butter, and that's
no,
it?
I did experiment like a little bit with pasta. I
Okay,
like a
okay.
penne alla vodka.
Oh, great.
yum.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I had.
Yeah.
Yum. So no whipped eggplant.
So everyone was like at the whipped eggplant. I was like, no. And then they brought it. It's like I didn't
Oh,
realize.
at Elefante, that's so good.
I know.
It is really
I
good.
Did you
didn't
get the
realize
bread?
it was the like. It's not something you order. It's something they put for free, like with the bread basket. So everyone was like, try the eggplant. So after we ate the bread basket, Ben ordered the eggplant. They're like, you just ate it, and Ben was like, that was eggplant. It looked like burrata.
Oh.
It was like white and fluffy.
Yeah, it's the insides.
So I don't know if he thought it was that good because he didn't even know he's eating it.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where did
I
you
love
sit in
Elefante.
Elefante?
So it
Outside,
was
inside?
raining.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they offered us a table on the balcony, and Ben is so particular about tables. Like he will literally move a table 3 fucking times. It's so embarrassing.
Why? Based on what?
based on if he feels like the people next to him are too close, if we're under like a really harsh light, which I agree with that too. Like sometimes like a light will blind you and give you a migraine.
I'm thinking about lighting.
We're both like really susceptible to migraines. If you get seated under like an interrogation light, like you will get a headache by the time you leave.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not
Just
fun
a
to
lot
eat.
of different factors, like closeness to the door. If it's really cold in New York, I do not like to sit by the front door. Like every time someone comes in,
Sure.
it's fucking
It's like,
freezing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I sent Ben over to look at the two tables that they had offered us. One foretop inside and one foretop outside on the balcony. But it was raining and it was really cold, so we sat
Okay.
inside.
Inside. Okay. Have
I
you
mean, it's
seen?
like a vibe everywhere.
What does inside of Elefante look like?
It's like a log cabin. It's so cute.
You also just like feel like you're not in California.
100%.
Have you seen the Curb Enthusiasm episode where there's like the ugly section and
I have.
that is based on Elefante? I
Elefante?
think. And I'm
So
pretty.
where was I seated?
I think you were in the good-looking people section.
Okay, well, not to be annoying, like I was eating with like an extremely good-looking famous person, so
Oh.
and I think the seat had nothing to do with me and more to do with Taylor Lautner.
Oh, Taylor Lautner, of course.
Hurricane.
It was all him, not
so
me.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
I
went.
like
one-
to think I was seated in the section for me. But...
I went once and they sat me in the ugly section.
Wait, where's the ugly section in the
It's
restaurant?
like in the beginning part when you're like there's the bar and there's like tables by the bar.
Yes.
That's the ugly section. So if you sit there,
Wait,
that's
I
like
thought the bar was in like the back.
no, there's
No,
another
you're right,
bar in the
you're
back.
right.
Like the
That's what I
balcony.
need to
The
know.
balcony is like where.
Ate there. I just can't
and
visualize.
those
Yeah.
tables are shit too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to tell Ben he's gonna die. Oh my god, I didn't know that. And thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I think that's my theory because
you have no proof
Well, how would I have proof that?
that it's based off of Elefante.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a way to. How could I prove that?
I feel like it was just like a thing people knew.
Yeah, but also
Did you just
Larry
make that
lives
up?
over in that area.
I mean, It's like a theory. How would I prove
It's a
it?
common theory.
I don't know. I've talked about it with one other person, but I
You're just making this up.
I said it's a theory that I have.
got
Just
so
tell her that
excited.
you think she's hot. You don't have to beat around the bush.
No, that is interesting. Okay, I'm not
You
gonna.
make, you make up a whole
Elefante.
story
I'm not
just so
gonna-
you can tell her she's hot.
Oh, I'm
I
not
was
gonna.
accepting it as gospel. Now I'll just say like one person.
Okay, yes, no.
So-
Larry
so-
David went on an interview and said Elefante is the
I know,
restaurant.
like, 1.5 people in LA think that. That's not enough to
There
convince me.
might be others. I don't know. There might be others.
If there are others, sound off in the comments.
Okay, I have like a bunch of just like jotted down things.
Okay.
What is everyone's favorite social media platform?
Oh, to be entertained or like for what it is.
For business or for pleasure?
I think okay. I
What's
think
just like your favorite thing to open on your phone?
TikTok.
TikTok.
What's your guys' like
Yeah.
screen time?
Oh,
I have that
we're
written
not
down.
doing that. We're not doing that.
no. I literally said how
because
many
bet-
hours
I
do we
bet
spend
nobody
on
in this room averages more than me.
I feel like we may compete.
How do you find out?
We're both bed girlies.
Okay, what are you?
How do I find
No,
out?
like when you check, like what's like when you go and look, like
let's
is it
let's
between
do it.
7
Let's
and
do
8?
it for real. Let's get the data.
Mike
Oh
is
shit,
probably
my phone's
the
over
lowest.
there. Should I go
You
get
can
it?
get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
go get it.
Oh, mine's not that bad. I don't
Mike.
think.
So we're going to what day?
Well, the week. Like, what's your daily average for the week?
Wait, total screen time or
It just
daily?
went up.
Wait, daily average or total screen time?
Daily average. Oh,
I see last week's average.
yeah. Last week's daily average.
Wait,
Everybody ready?
Wait.
am I on the right thing?
Yeah, that's it. Daily average.
Yes. Okay. Last week's daily average. Okay.
Matt,
I was
start us off.
8 hours and 16 minutes.
It's
And-
this number.
Yeah.
And what are your
Which
most used?
TikTok.
Okay.
And
13.
no, like what top 3 apps? TikTok.
Oh,
Oh,
it tells you
TikTok,
the hours.
Instagram, and Chrome.
Wait, what are the hours?
You have
What's
the Chrome app? What's so?
Because all my because all my
I'm
passwords
like,
are
what's
tied to my
Chrome?
Google account. Like, you know how there's your iCloud password keychain and your
Yeah.
Google password keychain?
Wait, how long?
It's still
13 hours, but I was also traveling too, and when I'm on an airplane.
Well, that's for the whole week.
What was your average?
8 hours, 60 minutes daily average
Okay.
On the phone.
Carly.
on the phone.
5 hours and 33 minutes.
Oh my
Whoa,
god,
that's low.
you're less than me.
I am at 8 hours and 20 minutes.
Mine's in me.
Why is mine so low?
Here's the thing. I watch Seinfeld every night on Netflix to fall asleep.
On your phone?
And so on my phone. So I have like
You
4
don't have
hours.
a TV? They don't pay you well here? Like good influences?
No, I have a TV, but
Who the fuck watches
What's
Netflix
TV
on their
phone? I've never.
What?
no.
like
I
a
just like put
mental
it. I just.
illness.
I'm not. I've seen every. It's like a.
No, like a comfort show. I
sound.
have that too with friends. I watch it on the TV.
It's
But
too.
then
It's
it's like
too
the-
loud and too bright.
A laptop, an iPad?
No, I literally. I just listen to it. I flip my phone upside down.
like
and
a
I
listen
totally
to
get
it.
what he's
Yeah.
saying because I used to do this with like podcasts that were
Interesting.
I'm not actually like watching it to
Actively
consume it.
watching.
It's
Okay.
it's more like a sleep meditation.
Mine is 5 hours 51 minutes.
Oh wow!
Did you say yours?
And Instagram was
As
my top,
predicted,
and
I
then
am the
TikTok.
most. 9 hours and 50 minutes.
Wow!
And I've had weeks, like consecutively, that were almost 12.
Are you on FaceTime a lot? Is it like phone calls?
I
or?
FaceTime a lot, but my number 1 is TikTok. My number 2 is Instagram.
Wait, those are
Whoa.
mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And messages too.
Yeah.
As a child, were you a big
And then
computer?
Zillow. Oh god.
Were you a computer kid?
Huge. I love that desktop in my.
Were you like, what were you doing? MySpace in or like?
No, I was very much in the AIM era.
AIM, so you were just chatting up all your friends.
Chat, sell it like eBay.
Wait, did you never have a MySpace?
No. I like missed the MySpace era.
Wait, chat. Would you say sell
Tragic.
it like eBay?
Yeah, that was like when you would make your away message. Like, I'm away, but like sell it like eBay, but CELL, like comma sell. You guys can do that?
It's she's saying that you're supposed to like call her cell phone
Yeah.
because she's away, and
Right.
instead of
Oh.
sell it like eBay,
Oh
you
my
write
God.
You guys never heard
CELL.
sell it like
No.
eBay?
Whoa.
I mean, that was like the go-to away message.
No, I
No,
just,
the
right
go-to
when you said that, I was like,
shower.
Yeah.
BBL
With like the
or-
asterisks.
or Lincoln
Sell it
Park
like
lyrics.
eBay.
I got all my away messages from firehotquotes.com.
Oh, I remember that website as well.
That's good.
Or lyrics.
yes.
I would like just lie on
Yeah, of
my away
course.
message. I'd be like, dirt biking with John, see you later. And everyone's like, they have dirt bikes? I'm like, you don't know.
Did you movie premiere
Yeah.
TTYL?
I would like make away messages that were like specifically for my crush.
Of course.
And I was like, oh, just in bed listening to this music artist that I've never heard of that I know you like.
100%.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, you want to hear the most embarrassing thing? You know, how like AIM culture, you would constantly change your username. Like,
Yeah.
all the time.
So you weirdly ended up with like 10 emails. It's not like you have one email now and it's your email for life. And there was this boy that I liked. His name was Josh, and he like like we were like chatting, and he told me like loves playing guitar, and I was like, oh man, that's so cool. My next email, my next AIM username was GuitarGal567.
Did
That's
it
on
work?
being desperate.
Did it work? Did he was he
No.
like, hey?
We never even kissed. I liked him so much. He was like a grade older, which is like so
Guitar
like back in the day. Yeah, I had a lot, but that was by far the worst.
So fucking funny.
No, it's mortifying.
I love that.
Okay, so you big computer kid. You weren't like a TV kid with the computer.
I was both. I
Okay.
loved Degrassi growing up.
Oh, same.
Whatever it takes.
I know I can make it through.
I have a
So-
Samsung TV, and you know how they give you like that weird TV guide now, where it's like, is it a real channel or is it just
Yes.
something they're tapping into?
Yeah.
It's Degrassi 24/7 every time I turn on my
I was
TV.
far too young to be watching
and
that
it's the
show.
next generation, the good
The
one,
next
Yeah,
generation.
yeah.
But the original show was like very dark. There was
the one
like
from the 80s.
no, the
Or
one
what?
that was on like with Drake.
The next generation.
But there's a new
There's
one
another
now
one
too.
after
It was like
that.
Degrassi.
Reboot.
Yeah.
Degrassi.
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 Oh, Degrassi.
I think I
They
said
were all
Degrassi.
Canadian. I don't know.
Yeah, but there was
But
like
you're
really
also,
heavy topics.
you have an accent. Like
I-
the way you say Zara.
Okay, wow, calling me out.
I don't
Wait,
care.
what?
I hear your
I
accent.
pronounced that store incorrectly.
Oh,
What do
the
you say,
amount of
Zara?
people-
Zara.
That's what I say.
No,
It's-
the amount of people who I know who live in New York that are like from there, I'm always like, can you say this store for me?
What's
No.
the Nintendo character?
Oh, Mario.
the red hat.
Super Mario.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Super
Respect.
Mario? No,
I
Super
say,
Mario.
I say Mario.
Mario.
So does
Mario's-
Jill Zarin.
So is Zara wrong?
Zara?
Zara.
It's not Zara.
I think it's Zara, and I don't give a fuck.
It's I think Jews say Zara
I just
because
think
it's like Sarah, Zara,
It makes it sound honestly like
cheaper,
no, the opposite.
more expensive.
Like, yeah.
Zara is better than Zara.
Zara.
Is it Guitar Girl or Guitar?
yeah, still sit down.
No, he's still thinking about unfiltered.
What are you doing? Let's do a check-in.
Yeah.
What?
Are you a little stressed still?
Are you
About
stress-free
what?
about the beef?
I guess not.
Your beef is squashed.
With who?
The Zane filter
He's already forgotten.
that looks like.
Oh yeah, we squashed
okay,
it. This
yeah,
is
no,
good.
no.
No, we've.
So I'll be invited to the wedding?
Yeah. If you do, you want to?
I would love to.
That
Is she
actually
not
would be
already
kinda
on
cool.
your 400-person guest list?
Honestly, we have not like hung out that
Yeah,
much.
we haven't,
We've
it's
only
fine.
met once in person.
I only brought it up because you were actually came up on my TikTok For You page talking about like inviting people to your wedding.
Oh
You
yeah, when
did?
Jason was like, eat a cricket, or who's not invited to your wedding, eat a cricket or not? And I was like, eating a cricket.
Right. It's tough. You know what? Like
It's a little just too
Don't
early
invite
to
me.
say who's. But you could be part of our fantasy league.
sure, like,
we have like our
wait list.
yeah, it's just like, wouldn't that be fun if that person showed up? But I think we need to prioritize like people who we
Family.
see a little bit more often
This
in
is
our
the
life.
thing. Weddings
boring.
are so stressful and so expensive. Please don't invite me. Like
Okay.
Well, what happens if like TJ can't come and I invited her as my guest?
No problem with
that,
that.
we would have so much fun.
I know.
If you bring a +1, make it a fun +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
A
like
plus fun.
we've met a bunch of times and we met once. But like, what's your guys' vibe? Like, are you big drinkers? Like, you're big partiers?
Not really.
Blackout?
I
Matt.
like to drink, but not. I hate being hungover.
I hate.
I'm like because of my lifestyle, because of TJ, I like teeter on both. I prefer to like stay in, and I love when I do because then I don't feel like shit. But then I always like I have a lot of fun also. Like I love going and partying.
Like the emo night thing we went to. Like that I will just drink.
It also depends on who I'm with.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
I'm
100%.
full throttle the whole weekend.
Me too.
Maybe even start on a Thursday.
I am the same. Like I cannot be stopped.
You're
Damn,
still
I
a
didn't know
young
that.
whippersnapper.
I'm a blackout queen.
Can we go to New
Blackout?
York and go party with you?
100%.
Oh,
Or
Matt.
Here.
Yes, Mike, we're doing it. You're gonna meet like her Jewish friends, and like, oh my gosh,
we're having
we'll be out of a rom-com. It'll be great.
What are you doing the rest
I
of
do
your time you're
love
here?
I love to party.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's
Were
just,
you like that when you were
No.
younger, or did you become more of a
No, I
an
wasn't.
adult partier?
No, after college, I was like very normal in college, and also I like had a boyfriend, and I like didn't care. And like NYU was not very like collegey, like so I didn't have like a classic college. I didn't like black out every weekend. And then as I got older, I started just like blacking out multiple times a week.
Are your hangovers bad?
You know what? It kind of depends. Like my body is just like always surprising me. Like sometimes I'll have 3 cocktails and I'll have to go to the hospital, and sometimes I'll drink a whole bottle of tequila. And like you would never know. It's Russian roulette. It's kind of annoying.
Yes, you don't know what it's going to
I
be
had
like.
no clue your husband was like the guy behind Spritz or
Yes.
whatever. Like until after we hung out with you guys, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go follow them on Instagram, and I was like, oh shit, I was talking to that guy forever. We didn't once bring it up. I love it. I drink it all the time.
You know, maybe if you invited him to your wedding, you could get some spritz at your wedding. Erin had spritz at her wedding.
Oh, that's
That was like
right.
right when it kind of like popped
Just
off.
literally just launched. When
He
did you
sent
get
me like
married?
400 cases of it or something
Good.
crazy. And my mother-in-law is addicted to
It's
it.
so good.
She
is.
loves it so much. We went back east over the summer and she was like, look what's in the fridge. And she had like bought a bunch of it.
That's so cute.
Yeah, she loves it.
I love that.
Is that your drink of choice? Like, what do you go?
Yes.
What do you?
So I'm a tequila drinker.
Yeah.
And Ben has been great with launching the business and just getting it into all the places I like to frequent because like I really just take shots. Like I hate cocktails.
God.
Like I don't have time to like hold this cold drink that's
And
like
you
gonna
don't get
slosh all
hungover?
over my hand. So I like to rip shots, but I also like to like have something in my
It's the most
hand.
Jewish way to drink. I don't want to hold a cold thing for.
Cocktails at dinner are okay, but like at a
Yeah.
party, I have to like hold this fucking like condensation.
No, I every time I get a cocktail or a beer, I get like 2 napkins and wrap it around so my hands don't get cold.
100%. I just find it to be such a
Bring your own
chore.
koozie.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm with
So
you.
I'd rather just take like a shot, you know, like every 30, 40 minutes.
For
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Every 4 minutes.
How many do you take on average a night?
It's so hard to tell because when you black
Yeah.
out, you don't remember. But I like a lot.
Like 5+.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I
And
would
you
not
wake-
It's
recover
so
for
much fun. That's the thing. Like I wish I had a
We
friend
have
like me.
to go out.
I know you guys free tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You're here for
tomorrow?
the weekend or
No, I
Tomorrow's
think Friday we're going to
Thursday.
San Fran.
Oh,
tomorrow's a
Spritz
Thursday.
stuff?
No, I'm going to the
Thursday.
49ers game. Brock on.
Wait, actually, are you a fan?
Brock on. Well, I don't really particularly care for sports,
Sure.
but one thing about me is like I'm always looking how I can benefit from a situation. And it's recently come to my attention that a lot of the people who play for the 49ers and are married to 49ers players are huge toasters. So I've just kind of
The
made
football players?
Yeah, I've kind of like made myself a part of the family. And I got invited and I'm going.
Oh, okay, that's iconic.
Yeah.
I love that.
I've actually only been to like one football game in my life.
What teams?
It was like the Jets. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
That
was
is
like,
pretty cool though to be linked up with a professional sports team who's down like digs your stuff.
and who's like good. It's
Yeah.
like for me, like my luck, like the worst team ever would want to like hang out with
Right,
me.
right,
Like the 49ers are actually good. Like
yeah.
they could win, right?
Yeah.
I've been learning all about it. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Kyle Juszczyk.
You just say the names.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I didn't catch it. You're going to the game tomorrow.
Friday.
Friday.
They go to
The game
San
is
Francisco.
Saturday.
Okay.
And I've been working just here until Thursday, but tomorrow night is like my first night off. So if you guys want to get blackout, you just let me know.
Thursday night.
We got to shoot that brand deal, but yeah.
That's
yeah.
during the day.
Subtle
I know,
flex.
yeah.
It takes like 5 minutes
That's
to
so
shoot.
funny. It's for Uno Flex. Sorry, I was like, how'd you know
I'm trying
that?
to think of like, where we could go.
When's the next emo night? I'll plan my next trip to LA around it.
Oh, well, it's
The
next month.
first weekend of February.
Oh, that's like too soon.
I
you
know.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of when
What about like
the
a Webster
first
Hall
Webster
one?
Hall one
That
is.
was so fun.
Claudia, one of my favorite moments with you was when you came to the emo night here when we got the party bus.
So, I love a party bus.
You at emo night on the stage, they had Ben was DJing her husband. They have a cryo machine.
Oh, yeah.
like a gun. It is a full-blown gun, and she just literally picked it up, which is like,
don't leave things
first
around
of all
me,
unhinged. Just touching machinery like you don't know what it is, and she was just like, what's this? Picked it up and literally is just going fucking ham with the cryo.
So much fun. I'm trying to tell you guys.
Yeah, no,
like
it was
like smoke.
Yeah, it was like the smoke. You know the thing
cold-
that's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was that, but it's a gun.
And it's important to note, like, I was doing it on beat too. Like,
yeah. Oh, well imagined.
to the
She just
vibes.
blacked out and not a beat at all.
No, it
my
was so
God.
good.
So good.
You also know Taylor Swift like pretty well, like her music.
Personally?
Yeah.
I know.
No,
It's
I remember being in the party bus.
Yes.
And we
yeah.
did like the all too well,
Yes,
like the
10-minute
10 minutes.
version.
Claudia led the 10-minute because
Yeah.
it was not the
Right,
10-minute.
we were misled.
That's right.
We were bamboozled.
We
and
were, but
hoodwinked.
then you
Kara-
started it, and I was like, "This is amazing."
Kara fucked up.
Yeah, she did.
I love Taylor Swift.
Have you gotten tickets yet?
No, but I'm getting, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
they'll be in my inbox. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not worried. Like, if I have to scalp, if I have to literally suck a dick, like,
We
I'll
said
do
the same
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, did you get?
Crazily enough, my in-laws are big Taylor Swift fans now, and we had a group of like 6 girls
This is
here
insane.
who were all like, okay, if we get picked for the fan fucking whatever thing, we will all get tickets for one another. None of us got that.
Margot got it,
But
and we still didn't get tickets.
Both of my in-laws did. So they bought tickets for all me,
so nice.
the 2 of them, and TJ and me to go to the Massachusetts one.
Got it. I tried all the different ways. I got my ass a Capital One card. Like, it's
Yeah, that's
fucking
Carly has one too.
it's torture.
Didn't even get in.
Yeah,
A
I
little
didn't
fun-
even get in.
Yeah.
No.
How much are they going for resale? Like a floor
Well,
seat?
we
Like
just bought
$40,000.
some.
$40,000?
Oh,
that's
We can talk about it because this will already be out. We haven't done it yet, but
Yeah.
Carly and I bought tickets for those said people, and we're going to surprise them with them. And we're going to go to the Arizona show with Paramore.
Paramore.
Oh my god. Okay,
There's an extra ticket if you want to go.
Wait, seriously, save the ticket because it's the first show, right?
We're going the second
It's the
night, but
second
yeah.
one.
And
but yeah.
Paramore, like,
Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's
it's
why
the
we had
only
to
show
go.
Paramore's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first 2.
She's got a body like an hourglass, it's ticking
And
like
I feel
a
like they'll
clock.
sing that together as like an homage to when they did it already together, like
100%.
years and years and years and years and
I'm
years
so
ago.
excited.
So like I didn't get tickets, but I don't like to
You'll
say
get
that because
them.
it's not like I'm not going. Like if I have to go on StubHub, I'll
That's what we
literally
did.
I'll
Drop the
sell my
20K.
virginity. Like,
You
I don't
haven't
care.
met? Have you met Taylor?
No.
Haven't got in with that team?
I like started to make progress. I actually got like a box and a letter from her.
With a cardigan? Like
no, it was
that
before
vibe?
the cardigan.
Okay.
It was Lover era. I got like a shit ton of Lover merch and like a handwritten
God.
note.
And a cat.
A cat comes with.
Literally, it's like the one thing I can't get on board with Taylor is the cats.
The cats. Oh, I've heard you say that, and I was like,
know.
I'm gonna just
Ignore.
ignore. Yeah,
I think it's disgusting.
I think you're disgusting.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
It
This
is.
100%. And then I never heard from her again. So I don't know what I did wrong.
So y'all have never like had
I
talks
feel
or
as though
maybe
never
exchanged?
connected.
She liked the
She's
TikTok
quick
that
to
Matt and I
cut
did.
people off.
She did. She liked the TikTok. Yeah. She also blew me a kiss. Just me and her. I have eyewitnesses to prove it. I was at the VMAs 2014, 15, maybe 2015. And I was like a seat filler.
This is like
And
one of
we-
those
Yeah, she
stories.
was definitely looking at you.
And this is when she had shake it off. And it was one of those stages that was down in the ground, and it was me and 2 other people. We were like, Taylor. She looked up, and I blew her a kiss. She caught it and then blew me one.
Oh, okay.
This is like when Mike tells a story and you're like, that is not true.
This happened.
Sure.
This happened.
Wait, do you think it's Taylor liking
Yes.
the TikToks?
Yes, I think TikTok is Taylor's new Tumblr.
Okay, because
Like, the way
Erin
she would,
doesn't
like-
think it is.
Even though
I have a
she's-
theory. I have a theory that her team is going through and like liking TikToks that they think that are like the good ones that make it, and then she goes through all of the things that they have already liked.
I actually think it's her.
But there's
do
like
too.
it's like 10 to 15 a day.
We need to get
That's
confirmation.
not that many videos. I consume 10 to 15 TikTok videos in like a second.
1 second, yeah.
Yeah, but for her to pick the ones that I don't know.
You're like, here's the thing. Like, is Taylor that busy? Like, what does she do? You know?
Right, all her
You know what I
albums.
mean? Like,
No, I don't know. There's always stuff to do.
No, of course, but I don't think she's like in back-to-back meetings
She's
all
not
day.
president, like, you
right.
know.
And
She's
half
just
the
flying
time
3
she's
minutes
in
on her
hiding.
PJ.
She doesn't have to fly commercials. She doesn't have to
Yeah.
do things that I think she's got plenty of time for TikTok.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
agree.
Do you think she's like only interested in stuff
Isn't
though
she
that
supposed to be
pertain to her?
recording?
Right. Get to
But
work.
like, but the only thing she likes, I think, are things
Taylor
that
Swift TikToks.
that relate or pertain to her.
But that's like
Yeah.
a strategy. It's
Yeah.
not her
But,
being
like,
like,
she's
I
not
only
gonna
like me.
like some video of some kid doing a backflip.
If I was Taylor, I would only like content that had to do with me.
Yeah.
Like, relatable.
And it keeps her
Imagine
relevant.
her whole likes page is just all the Maddie Healy
Yeah,
TikTok.
I ended up on Maddie Healy TikTok for a while, and I recently got into the 1975. I know that you guys are big fans, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw you guys went to the concert.
Right now, I'm like trying to shake Maddie Healy TikTok off of my
I
feed right now
agree.
because like I get
just got back
FOMO
on.
of the concerts like that are still going on and the moments the fans are having. I don't want to see it.
Do you wish you got kissed?
No, I don't wish I got kissed. No, I mean, if the moment happened, I'd be like, that was pretty fucking cool.
If you got kissed, like, what would your husband think?
We've talked about this. He would probably be like jealous. He'd be like, I wish he kissed me.
Like, would you guys get into a fight? Like,
No.
Jealous of her.
No, yeah. No, TJ would be like, go do it.
Yeah. He would be
He's very supportive in that
Carly
way.
made
That's
it.
awesome.
Carly
Yeah.
made a TikTok about this, and Maddie Healy
Oh, he
posted
posted it on his
Yeah.
story.
about
Because I was like, I asked my boyfriend if he'd be mad if Maddie Healy kissed me, and he was like, no. And then I was like, okay, but what if he like kept texting me afterwards? And then he was like, he laughed, and I was
If
like, so now I'm
Patricia
actually
kissed
mad at
him?
him for a different reason.
No, if Patricia's big ones like Harry Styles, like if they kissed, no jealousy about it. We've always been like, oh,
But
that's her
what if Harry-
hall pass. I'm
what
like,
if Harry
sure.
kept texting
If
her
that
after?
actually
Good
went
luck with
down, my biggest fear would be like if there was like a party happening like in a separate room and there's like a bouncer. Patricia goes like Harry Styles grabs her hand and is in, and I'm like, babe, can't you get me into? Because I'm your husband, and her being like, I can't do anything. I'm sorry. Just text me later.
I'll be
Like,
kissing Harry.
that would break my heart. Is that I don't get to. I don't know. It's
Sydney
Besides
Sweeney.
Erin.
no Patricia. I always said Sydney Sweeney. She goes, but you could meet her. Like she thinks that like me and Sydney Sweeney would like
That's so
Cross
nice of
the
her to think
paths.
that.
it has to be like someone higher up. But then it's like Lord. But Lord,
Okay,
I'm
the
not
thing is,
like
like,
sexually.
Lord?
Lord, I'm not like sexually
weird.
attracted to.
Like
He
intellectually
loves
you're
Lord,
attracted
though.
to her.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
very,
think that Maddie Healy would be my hall pass.
Okay, who would be yours?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't have someone
But I don't think
specific.
it's him. I don't know if I would want to go all the way with Maddie. Like a kiss, I'd be like satisfied with life. I'd be
You
like,
think Maddie gets like tested regularly?
He probably
No.
should.
Right. He's
All
like out
those-
here kissing all these
yeah.
randos.
But to
That's
finish
true.
Carly's story, so she posted this TikTok, and then on his Instagram the next day, he ended up posting it like 4 times in a row because he first like screen recorded it and then it like cut
not
off,
him
and then he
being
uploaded
It was
it.
like Boomer.
Yeah,
I was like, this is embarrassing.
yeah.
it's okay. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it was pretty iconic.
I would say my like celebrity hall pass, but like Ben would still be mad. Like Ben is so.
I was gonna say, would he be jealous if you kissed Maddie? Would he
Like,
be upset?
Thing
Would
is,
it be a
I'm
fight?
not like really like so into Maddie. Like, but like let's say like
Okay.
my version of Maddie.
Okay.
I think
Which
I
is
think we would
what?
fight about it on the way home. Like for real.
who would be your version of Maddie?
Like if given
Like
the
a country artist, I'm assuming.
No, if given the opportunity to like fully spend an evening with this person, like I would 100% like cheat on my husband, John Mayer.
Really?
Whoa, as a
Yeah.
Swiftie?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no,
say
it's
like
my toxic 50 trait.
Wow.
my nipples just got a little hard for
Yeah.
that.
And
Were
I
you,
like-
you were a big John Mayer girly?
Always have been, always
Me
will
too.
be. And I actually, like, not me being delusional, like, I actually think Ben looks like John Mayer.
I can't picture it now. Maybe if you put them side by
He
side.
does. He does. like, they both have, like, you know, hair.
Sometimes
If you
people say
started-
that we're like our significant others are people that we are like attracted to.
Yeah.
I feel like also
He
you could
looks like John
lead,
Mayer.
if you met John, you
Or
could lead with the fact that
celebrities.
your username on AIM was Guitar
Guitar
Girl.
Girl.
I think that
Bring
would
down
also
him
really
to
win him
like
over.
me.
I
He's like,
think
hey, can I have your number? I'm like, how about my email? Guitar Girl.
yeah, then he would literally take a shit on your
Girl.
chest.
And I feel like he's into like really, really weird sexual things. Like,
Yeah,
I've actually
he is.
heard he does.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have heard too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm open.
Okay.
Oh my
I
goodness.
loved John Mayer so much. I took like limos to his concerts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love John Mayer so much.
Yeah.
Like,
One cool thing about him, which maybe will make you like him even more, my roommate now had the absolute worst possible seats you can get to a John Mayer concert when they were like in high school. And when they got to the venue, someone was like, hey, can we talk to you for a second over here? And they're like, are you guys big fans? And they were like, yeah, we are. And he's like, can you name 3 John Mayer songs? And they did.
Is that
and they
supposed to be
say,
hard?
Yeah.
well, yeah. And
What,
so
like
they're
it's
like,
hard?
okay. And then they said every show we find people who have the worst seats and brought them to the front row of the concert.
That's fucking awesome.
That should be our strategy.
Yeah, gotta start buying
Relax.
nosebleeds.
Yeah. But also, I
love it.
feel like he's pretty like into internet culture
Yes.
and wants to be one of the cool kids.
Oh, he follows my husband on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm gonna say,
does.
I feel like this
That's
is
been really tough for me.
pretty attainable.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why don't you slide into his DMs via Ben?
And like send him a picture of my tits.
yes.
Oh my god! From your husband's
Yeah.
Instagram account.
I honestly feel like he wouldn't even bat an eye. He'd be like, nice.
No, I feel like that shit happens to him all the time.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
What have you ever attended a meet and greet for anybody?
Oh, like a
Like
celebrity?
you've waited in line to meet somebody?
That's an amazing question. I don't believe that I have.
No.
Have you?
When I was like a kid at like Comic-Con, I think I met Adam West, like the original Batman.
No, didn't you meet like the
Lord.
18s?
Oh, I meant Lord. Oh, 18s. I saw the 18s. I didn't stand in line. The 18s were the first celebrities like I ever saw with my own eyes, knowing they existed IRL.
Lord.
You know who the first celebrity is? This is such, I feel like you're going to love this. It's such a niche reference, both of you. Do you know who the first celebrity I ever saw like in real life was?
Who?
The Veronicas.
Whoa.
Stop.
Forever?
Go,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh,
I'm
you
so
go,
untouched.
That's really good.
I know.
Wow.
Me and my sisters were freaking
Where
out.
was it?
I feel like I wouldn't know who they were
of course.
if I
We were
saw
like
them
in
in
the
real
city,
life.
like doing like a fancy dinner, and it was someone's birthday. I think it was Jackie's birthday, and they were literally sitting at the table next to us. I mean, I think we got a picture.
Oh my God. Did you see celebrities all the time growing up in New York?
No, actually, yeah. Well, where my school was is where they filmed Gossip Girl a lot, and so when I was in high school,
God.
is when Gossip Girl was
Casual.
on.
Yes.
And so like people would like cut class, like they would hear about like and like the BBM chats, like they're filming on 76th and
BBM.
5th, and like you would literally like go run and like cut class.
Wow.
Fun.
Yeah.
That's really
There was
cool.
like trailers all over. It happened all the time. It was actually
so
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
Do you want to give your kids the same like kind of childhood you had?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I loved growing up like in like a Jewish community. It was like my favorite thing ever.
Do you plan
know
on
not
like
everyone has
joining
that.
your sisters?
No.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of people think I'm gonna move to Florida. You never know what the world has in store for you.
Absolutely.
And I love my sisters and I miss them a lot. So like I could see myself like being like so forlorn without them. But no.
It's not like too bad of a flight.
No, it's also nice. Like I have a house in Florida now. Like I have a pool, you know?
It's your house.
Yeah, it's
your pool.
I own the house.
But
Yeah.
you don't
I
have
two,
to
actually.
maintenance.
Yeah. I have 2 pools. It's nice.
You have a pool? I'm sorry.
Sisters do.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
But it's her house,
No,
too.
I'm
How about-
sorry. I was
okay.
my brain was elsewhere.
I do want to ask something about social media, just for everyone. Is there
yeah.
any trend right now that you can't stand?
Okay,
Is there
one
anything
thing
going
that
on?
I really hate
Yes.
about
Oh, I have one. Sorry.
TikTok, I don't know if it's like technically a trend, but it's like couples who have like a conjoined TikTok account that just play like pranks on each other.
my
that was in my
God.
head.
And then they
Oh
get
my
millions
God.
and millions and millions
Why?
of views.
There's no
And
way
people
people
are like, oh
believe
my God, I
those.
can't believe they're doing that.
So
I'm like,
fraudulent.
they're not. It's
Yeah.
not real.
And they're also always so obviously
Yeah.
staged.
Yeah.
No, it's like such bad acting too. Like
Yeah.
people, who is believing that?
And the
Tw-
way
it's
that it's set
12-year-olds.
up,
It's
it's
like
like you
kids.
can
but
see
I
the
also think like older people, like boomers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And mine, similar to that, are fake DIYs. Like people who are doing like a weird crafty thing, or they're making a recipe purposefully
You watch this
bad,
whole
and you're like,
long-
what the heck? And they waste
Yes.
minutes of your time.
Yes.
And then those people are making those videos to consume people's time for
It's
money.
so
and,
annoying.
but it's just like, but people in the comments are like, how that looks terrible. Why would they do this? But no, the public doesn't know that these videos are time
It's on
sucking.
purpose.
I feel like
Yes.
they need to genuinely ban those videos.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Life is way too precious for those videos to
And when you
exist.
start one, you don't know if it's one of the fake ones or if one of the real ones.
And you know their voices, or when they start talking, like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, you know, I'm just
the
gonna
guy
do this.
behind the camera is
It's-
like, what are you doing there?
Oh yeah, they're real curious. Oh, it's
Yeah.
super
You don't just
easy.
take
Oh,
the
like the
little
cooking,
slider and
yeah.
zoom to the
I
end.
do now.
Sometimes,
Best
sometimes
feature.
they don't do
Slider.
it. Like I
Yeah.
feel like specifically on those
Fuck
ones,
those
they're like,
people that don't allow you to slide. I don't know if that's a
Agreed.
setting that you can make, but
I would say like if I posted a TikTok, I wouldn't know if it was on or off.
Me neither.
So like,
but
maybe
that
some
was
people
one of the
wouldn't.
best
I think
features that they
they're
added
only
is that
on-
little slide.
I think you only can't if it's like under 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is,
Oh,
right?
interesting.
You know what trend is like really grinding my gears? It's a little old, but people are still doing it. Like that tiny violin, like doo doo.
Oh, because they do it
yeah.
wrong.
Nobody knows what the fucking phrase means. They're like, oh, when I trip and fall on my cat.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be
That's
that.
not what it means. World's tiniest violin. Like world's tiniest violin is like it's a phrase you say to someone.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
your Uber is not coming.
Yeah.
Like,
No
it's
one
like first world.
cares. Yeah,
And people
yeah.
are being so dumb. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's bothering the shit out of me.
No, I completely agree because I would watch them and be like, this doesn't,
apply.
it's like for something else.
literally.
Yeah. You're just bummed.
It doesn't apply.
Yeah.
Is there a trend you love where you're like, oh yes, this one?
That's a good question. Yeah, pretty much anyone that I post that does well. You know?
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I love the,
y'all-
I love the,
Oh, I have one.
oh, go.
Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. Face on lover with a fire in his heart. A man undercover.
Wait, I have
but
not
you
seen
don't.
this.
That little guy doing the dance, I love that.
No, I've never even seen that.
Oh yeah.
You're obviously not following me on TikTok because I've done it like 5 times.
I think I don't go to my.
I
I
never
don't
Following.
look at
either.
that.
Yeah.
No.
So uninteresting.
Are you guys on Topher TikTok?
Of course.
Topher?
Hi, I'm Topher.
Olivia. Now I want him off my feed because I don't know how it's gonna end. Or he was at some like
University of Kentucky.
Yes, he was like at a sports game, and I'm like, what's gonna happen to this kid? Is he gonna continue to be awful and get rewarded for being
Yeah.
awful?
Who's Topher? I always see
Topher?
comments are like, you're the
I'm Topher.
Topher.
And I think that Olivia.
It's like he's just this wild child who's like from like
The South.
Kentucky.
How old is he?
Like
Young.
6, 5.
Oh.
And he's just, he's just a hyper little kid, but everyone's like, Topher. But what freaks me out is like a TikTok will come on and it's like, it has so many views. And I'm like, I can't watch it. Because when someone's just like a rambunctious little shit, even I'm like, you
would hate World of
you can have a bad baby moment and get fame. I don't know, but it's just like, I can't watch it like unfold or what's going to happen or when does it
even
The
attacking a
corn kid.
child.
The corn kid gave me anxiety too. Because I'm like,
I
what's going to
loved
happen
him.
to him?
I thought that was so wholesome and like the best side of the internet. Like he's raised so much money. Like
Corn kid.
It's corn. Yeah.
I love him.
But what's going to happen though in
love
5
that.
years? Is
Nothing.
corn kid
He'll
going to
be
be
fine.
okay? Kid president. Remember Kid president?
Yeah, he's like an
he
adult
showed up
now.
on my feed and he's just like,
I also just
living
feel
his
like
life, but-
now, especially with TikTok, everything is so short-lived.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
nothing is
when
gonna
was the last time
be-
you thought about the corn kid until right now?
And if you
know?
think back, like in the day when people used to go viral, like it was so organic. Like Damn Daniel.
Yeah.
And Alex from Target.
Yeah.
Like those moments lived on for like weeks.
Yeah, long time.
More like months. And they like actually like could have started careers off of that.
Well, so
now
does
it's just
Vine.
like right. Right.
It'll never come back.
Never.
Thank God.
Are you guys bitter?
No.
No, I'm getting annoyed of these companies being like, we're going to bring Vine back. And I'm like,
Right.
no.
Do we
We
get our
have Vine, but
followers
better
back?
now.
How many followers did you guys have at the end?
1.6 million.
I legitimately have no idea.
Like hundreds of thousands?
I don't know if I ever got to that point on Vine.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. You had I think you had 400 or 500,000 at the end. I'm pretty sure.
I had like 200,000 something.
Damn, that's
No,
annoying.
you
But I
had,
definitely didn't have
you
more than
had,
Carly.
you had 500,000 at the end. I'm pretty
Did
sure.
I?
When we all moved out to LA, pretty
don't
sure you
think
had
so.
200. I can kind of remember
I was Pavo on Vine.
numbers for people.
Did you have Vine?
Yeah, but not as like an influencer.
didn't
I was
post?
I was like 18 and like
what
I
a
was
Claudia
just like
line was like.
it was like me and my sisters like doing dances. Like not
Well, I feel like that's perfect for you because you could fit so much talking in 6 seconds.
that's true. I could do a whole monologue in that time frame.
You probably would have gotten big doing the taste testing thing on Vine.
For sure. But like
Yeah.
I like to take my time with the tasting, you know?
Carly and I really loved when you did the coffee tasting.
Yes.
Because that's like, we love
It's like
a
our
taste
niche.
test.
And there was like a happy ending there. I actually did find like a coffee recipe I didn't mind. I
Which
just don't
was
drink
it?
coffee, but it was weirdly like from the grocery store, the Starbucks in the fridge.
container, like the
big
vanilla?
jug. No, but
Oh.
they're just the Starbucks
Cold brew?
is it cold brew? It's
Is it like a black
medium,
jug?
unsweetened with the green cap.
Yeah, cold brew.
Yeah, with a little
maybe iced
coffee
coffee.
mate, sugar-free hazelnut, too splendid.
Ooh, okay, yum.
It's stunning. It doesn't taste like coffee.
Stunning.
It's stunning.
I say that all the time.
That like
Stunning.
lives rent free in my
Stunning.
mind.
Yeah.
Stunning.
TJ actually yelled at me the other day. He was like, stop saying that. But it's funny because I wouldn't even be able to tell you what it's like, the beginning of it all. I just like
What's
see it
your
on
drink of
people's
choice?
TikToks.
Oh, Negroni.
Negroni.
The
Sbagliato.
Prosecco.
Yes.
Prosecco
Have you
in it.
tried? Has anyone tried that?
Well, isn't
TJ
it? She's
did.
it's not. It's Negroni, Spagliato, but it's
Spagliato means with Prosecco in it, so she's
Yes.
being repetitive.
Yeah.
Right. I
So
think
if you
some
order
people,
it, they're like,
some people
what?
like Negroni with the Spagliato and the Prosecco in it.
And
like
the
people are
bartender's
like,
like, are you
"Huh?"
okay?
Okay.
No, I like Aperol spritzes though. That's
Yeah,
my
I like
favorite.
those too.
I want
love
to
an
live in
Aperol
one.
spritz.
Just
Negronis are.
yeah.
Do you have any
My dad loves
resolutions or goals for 2023?
Yeah, I do.
Mike.
No, I actually do. I used to think, and I still do maintain that like resolutions are for imperfect people, and I'm
Perfect.
beyond perfect.
Same.
But
Who needs them?
my resolution for this year was actually to say yes to life.
Okay.
Because I feel like I hate leaving my house. Like I get invited to cool stuff. I never go. Like
Yeah.
my go-to is to cancel the plans, to not go. I'm just lazy and I love my house. And this year I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna have kids soon. Like I'm not gonna be able to say yes to
God.
life.
Yeah.
Not like this year, but like it's in
Okay.
my future.
Sure.
I don't have that much time left to like do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm saying yes to life. And that's really why I'm in LA right now.
And like,
Actually?
you're going to the 49ers game.
I'm
Who
saying
would have
yes
thought?
Because I'm saying yes to life.
Yeah.
That's
Good
great.
Good for you.
Your next book.
Thank you.
Have you seen
Literally.
Yes
Saying
Man
yes.
with Jim Carrey?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
That's
it's
a
a
That's
great
really
movie. It
what it
makes you want to say yes to things. Or I always try to think it's a silly movie, but it's like it makes you just want to say yes.
I think a few years ago, my resolution was to say no to life because I'm like, I'm tired of going to this shit. Fuck these people. And then I got really comfortable saying no. So now I'm actively trying to say yes.
Yeah.
It's
fair.
tough.
It is hard to leave the house, I will say.
It's one of life's greatest challenges.
I hate leaving the house.
I do too.
Don't recommend.
It's so nice entertaining at my house.
I
'Cause
thought
then
you loved getting out like in the morning, like at 8 a.m., going to get your coffee.
Do you do that?
Yeah, but that's like things that I like.
Yeah, that's like a little
So
task.
like if I get invited to like a dinner or something and I'm like so
Oh.
comfy in bed, I'm like, ugh, I have to go do this.
Oh, I
Right.
see.
It's like very things that you should
want to do.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But errands and like daily life you like doing, but it's going
Things
to
that are for me.
right.
That bring me happiness.
Yeah.
Right after I got engaged, you sent a really nice DM. You were like wishing me congratulations, and you were saying being married is so much fun.
Yeah.
What? I obviously I know that I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think it was fun. But like I'm curious, like what do you find so fun about being married?
Well, I love being married. I think a lot of people think like, oh my, so much is going to change when I'm married. It literally, like, nothing changes. It changes when you have kids, for sure. I just love being married. I feel like I got married really young, so we've definitely like had, you know, ups and downs. Like, but at the end of the day, like, you get to live with a person who loves you so much. Like, what is better than that? And like, I don't know, you always have someone to hang out with. I hate being alone. Like, so you always have someone to hang out with. You always have someone like to kiss. Like, I don't know. I just think like, I can't believe there are people who don't want to get married. I can't recommend it enough. Like, it's so much fun. It really is.
Did you and Ben ever live together before you got married?
No, we are very traditional. So we moved in together after we got engaged.
Okay.
After you got engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving in together after we after we get married. Yeah.
I think that's totally fine. To each their own.
I'm so excited.
Living-
Great,
but
cool. I
living
just wanted to
together is so
hear from
fun.
like your.
Living together, so you have to be obviously on the same page as your partner, and obviously not every relationship is perfect. But I feel like since Ben and I both got married really young, we were able to like go through the phases of life together. And it's like sometimes we're in like our grandparent era, sometimes we're in our like blackout rager era, and like you just have a partner to go through life with, and it makes like life can be really hard too. It's like work is hard and things happen and people die, and it's like just to have someone to go through it with is so much better.
Yeah.
And especially someone like when it's your right partner who like really supports you and really does make you better. There's nothing like it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Could cry. I love being married. Like I can't.
You and Ben are so cute.
Thank you. I feel like people like clown on being married. Like, oh, I want to be single like a pussy. Like that is not fun.
What?
It's not fulfilling. Like being
Ew,
married
that's
is
like,
very fulfilling.
That's frat energy.
Yeah,
No.
and just like to harbor intimacy with someone and like grow with them. I just think it's.
Yeah.
I can't recommend it enough.
I also feel like if you feel that way, you're probably not with the right person.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You love
Definitely.
Ben.
I love Ben.
He's so funny.
Love Ben.
He's so funny. I do often feel bad for him. Like if he had married someone else, like he would be the funniest guy in every room. I suck the life out of every room. It's what I do. I know it's like one of my worst qualities. And so like I feel like sometimes I wonder like if he had just married like you know that's not that line from Sex and the City, like Katie.
No.
Okay.
No.
saw it. You never saw Sex and the City?
I've
I
seen
watched
all
it for
Sex
the
and the
first
City.
time in 2018 when TJ was on tour.
Carrie's like she realizes in her relationship with Big, it's like that movie, It's a Wonderful Life. Like Katie is the girl with like the curly hair, and she's like wild and free, and the other girl is like simple. And like you're either a Katie or the other girl, and I'm a Katie for sure. I've never seen this movie. I know it from Sex and the City.
Sure.
So I feel like if Ben had married like someone simple, like everyone would be like, oh my god, that Ben, we gotta get him over here. He's so funny. And like I'm so like annoying, and like I'm really like the loudest person in every room, and I'm like, I wish for him I could see a life for him where like he got to marry the other girl.
I kind of feel sometimes the same way with like Patricia, or I'm pretty like the bold
Extrovert.
like yeah.
Some Sister Wives, maybe?
I love Sister Wives.
Oh, me too.
I'm obsessed.
I'm so happy you guys started talking about your podcast because I was like, I can relate to this. Because
100%.
Erin also doesn't watch it or anything.
No, Jackie
so.
like thinks it's dumb and stupid. I'm like,
It is. I mean, it is.
It is, but like there's so much there, especially now that Mary's online selling LuLaRoe because she doesn't have that TLC money anymore.
She told me that.
She's like one of the top sellers.
I mean, being the top seller of like LuLaRoe is being like, I don't know, like the skinniest kid at fat camp, but, which I was actually.
But it's like crazy.
It's crazy.
Especially after the documentary. But
It's
I'm
1,000 degrees
sweating.
in here. Can we
I'm
wrap?
literally
yeah, let's
sweating.
be done.
Yeah, I feel like we did it all.
You want to wrap?
Sure.
I haven't said anything in a while.
He's like, Sister Wives.
Yeah.
What's that?
When you get into like the TV shows and stuff, I'm lost.
Eyes
You would
glaze
love
over.
their podcast.
Well, thanks everyone for watching this episode of Good Influences. Thank you to our lovely guest.
Thank you for having me. For
Make sure you check her out everywhere she is, even though I'm sure everybody knows already.
We'll link it below.
Yeah,
we'll
All
link
the
everything.
stuff.
And
follow me on TikTok.
yes.
Yeah.
What was your trend? The video that you like?
Face on a-
with this.
Yeah, go like that video.
So people learn that.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
So you guys right here.